God wants to work through you. We already know how God worked through Moses when Pharaoh and his council were being disobedient, following his orders and not doing the right thing and all that type of stuff. We know how God worked through Moses and he worked through Aaron. Let's talk about how God worked through Peter. We know the story of Jesus walking on water. And this is right after he just fed 5,000 people. So these disciples, they saw all these miracles, like they saw all of this stuff. So they were probably so amped up after that. And it says that Jesus left and went to pray. And when he went to pray, everybody went and got on a boat. So when they got on the boat, the water was crazy, the wind was crazy, all that stuff. Jesus was done praying, he had got up, and I think it was the wee hours of the morning or something like that. They were all on the boat and they were scared. And so Jesus came walking on water. And when Jesus came walking on water, they looked at him, they were in disbelief. Peter saw Jesus walking on water and he was like, "If it's you, let me come to you." And so Jesus was like, "Come on, get on off the boat and come on and walk. You can walk on this water." There was a sign there of Peter actually felt God's power in his spirit and he walked on water. So God actually worked through Peter, and then he got scared. He took his eyes off the prize. He started to feel the wind, and that's what threw him off. It's amazing how Jesus showed him that if he submits and believes and uses his faith, which is going to be your initial thing. That's why they always say, like, your first thought, is always the right one. That first feeling, that initial feeling, your conscience is normally Jesus working in you, letting you know, hey, he's just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? Peter's initial reaction was to get off of that boat and was to go see Jesus. And he was cool with it. He had his faith, he was zoned out, and then he let the outside distractions take over. And once the outside distractions took over, that's when he lost his faith. He lost his focus. That's just another example of God, Jesus, wanting to work through you. I know that God he's everywhere at the same time. He's, outside of us, but he's also inside of us. And we have to be more focused and more centered on God and on Jesus so that we won't be taken off by the outside distractions, by the outside noise. We can stay focused and keep our eyes on the prize. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night. You got this. Go get it.
Push it out, closet.